Okay, welcome back to the fucking show. Breaking news right off the bat, the perfect way that we could possibly start this. The Canucks have just acquired Lucas Reichel from Chicago. That's correct?
Yeah, for a 2027 fourth round pick.
Okay, so I had a plan to start this off a different way. We're going to be starting this off with Canucks first because I already wanted to talk about them, but the fact that that just happened, that's how we're going to be starting it. I'm going to give you the whole itinerary, though, after that. We're going to go right into the Canucks. If you're a Canucks fan, you're going to like the first start of this. After that, we're going to dive right into the Leafs. There's some things I want to talk about them. After that, we're going to get right into surprising teams that are overperforming their current expectations. The Pens are 6-2 right now. The Canadiens 6-3. Devils 6-1. Utah 5-2. The Hawks are somehow fucking 4-2. Who else do we got here? New York Islanders 5-3, Kraken 4-2, Ducks 4-2. We're going to talk about all those teams. After that, we're going to get right into Tampa because they're 1-4-2 somehow with an epic roster. We're going to talk about why they're crashing out. After that, we're going to get into some superstars that are having some slow starts. McDavid, Draisaitl, Hughes, Pettersson. Not doing terrible, but underperforming from what we're typically used to with these fellas. I had after that Wilson taking off Heedle's head, so we're going to pump that right up to the first thing we talk about. And then after that, we basically just got some quick hits. Stone to LTIR, Marchand's tribute, no suits anymore in the NHL, which I want to talk about, and some other stuff. But let's kick this right off with Reichel coming to Chicago. What are your first initial thoughts? This just broke.
I mean, for a fourth round pick, I don't think you can really argue that that's a bad move at all.
Well, my first question is, what is his point production in Chicago? I know he's not playing with Bedard, so he's either playing on the second line with Nazar, which I don't think he is because I think he's with Teravainen and... Yeah, so he wasn't even second line. The first line in Chicago was Doc, who has the most hits in the NHL right now, Bedard, Bertuzzi. And then they had Teravainen, Nazar, Mikheyev. And then it's showing nobody, which is where Reichel used to be, with a guy named Ryan Green and Donato. If we look at Reichel's stats right now, and he's German, by the way, if none of you knew that. Did you know that?
I just discovered that as I searched him up.
4 points in 5 games right now. He put up 22 points in 70 games last year. So he's...
Career minus 60.
Yeah, well, he might not be the most defensive player in the league, but what he can provide is offense.
Keep in mind, he's been playing on Chicago Blackhawks, which have been the shittiest fucking team in the league.
Yeah, 100%. So. And he's got wheels. Like, there's definitely some gifted offensive instincts there, but this completely makes sense from the Vancouver perspective in terms of trying to retool this team back into some semblance of contention. Problem is, you can't do that because the team's, if you ask me, completely fucked. There's no way you can retool your way to a cup with this core. But I understand what they're doing by acquiring Reichel because the fact that Heedle just got blown up and he's going to be out for the rest of the year. And then you got Lecker-Mackey, who's also out. That really created problems for Vancouver's second line.
I don't even think, though, that Heedle for the rest of the year is even really the big question. I think the big question is Heedle going to continue to play in the NHL based on his concussion history?
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, from a Vancouver Canucks perspective, it's all the same thing, though. It's You have no more second line. You have such a great decor and such a great goalie, but there's no way you can be a real contender the way that forward depth is constructed, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I mean...
And Reichel, listed at least on HockeyDB, isn't even a center. He's the left wing.
Yeah, I mean, just spitballing, though, like, I don't know if you watched last night's game, but guys like Max Sasson, it's kind of nice.
Well, that's who they got on the second line right
It's kind of nice to see guys like Max Sasson.
I love Max Sasson. I love his game. And you know what? Maybe this, if we want to look at it through a positive light, maybe he gets some more time up there and he can actually become a real player and produce, which I believe that he can.
I don't think his
but
role,
I still don't think that changes things for the Canucks in terms of being a
I just don't think that Max Sasson is a true number 2. Like, in a perfect world, when he develops and becomes a great player, a better player than he already is, he's a true number 3 center or number 4.
Well, yeah, he's absolutely not a true number 2, but I will tell you this, just by watching his game and the way he plays, he's got a high fucking motor. He's pretty smart. He is basically like all of the qualities that JT Miller had.
Yeah, I remember seeing
he brings those same qualities just at a much lower skill level. Yeah. I love Sassen's game.
JT Miller said in the training camp last season that Max Sassen really caught his eyes.
Is that right?
JT Miller.
Okay, well there you go. But like again, I'm saying this as a Canucks fan. I love the Canucks. I always will. We're from Vancouver. But when you're looking at a top 6 of Evander Kane, Elias Pettersson, Connor Garland, Jake DeBrusk, Max Sassen, Brock Besser, there's no planet in this solar system where this forward depth is getting you. Maybe it sprinkles you into the playoffs, but there's no way you're going to be a contender, which I will always resort back to, at least for the next few years, because they blew up their team, which was a cup contender just 2 years ago. So that's the baseline for me when I'm talking about the Canucks. If you guys think I'm a little hard on them, that's why. Because they almost beat Edmonton in Game 7, and that's where my baseline is for Vancouver.
One of the only teams to take Edmonton to a Game 7.
Exactly. So if there are any positives coming out of this, first of all, Reichel is a player. He can play. He's basically he almost has the exact same game as Hedl. You know what I mean? Like he'll score goals. Hedl. Reichel,
yeah.
Reichel, Hedl. That's a good replacement for Hedl.
Yeah.
Because he does the same things Hedl does. But whether it's Reichel or it's Hedl, those are not the guys that are going to help you win playoff games.
The biggest problem is Vancouver needs to address their number 2 center problem. It's been the problem from as soon as JT Miller left is what is your number 2C? Who is going to be? You're not going to make it far with that, like you said.
No, but honestly, I will say if we are going to focus on positives, Max Sassen in the number 2 center role, I do like.
No, I like, but I just want either the Canucks to fucking go full in and just really try and fucking win games and make a strong playoff push, or just really commit to being dog shit, because they never can commit to being they're always mid.
Yeah.
I want a top 10 draft pick, not a fucking top 20 draft pick.
Yeah, well, it's a very interesting situation here. Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. All the thoughts are running to me right now. Sassen on line 2. I like the fact he's going to get more playing time. I think he actually can be a second line center in this league.
I just don't think he's a real number 2.
No, he's not yet, but he's also young, and he might become
that. He was playing line 2, and it'd be nice to have a guy like P. Suter right now, but.
So that's where you and I would differ, because this year, I would prefer Sassen on line 2. Yeah. Based off of what I've seen. I want to see him there. He might surprise us. He could be a 40, 50 point guy in second line center. But the deeper problems there for the Canucks in the top 6, if Pettersson is not going to get going and be above a point a game, then none of these conversations that we're having matter.
Yeah.
Whether Sassen puts up 50 points and he can handle that second line, and Reichel comes in and keeps producing at just shy of a point a game, which obviously won't happen all year long, but if he can at least maintain a semblance of that, none of it's going to matter if number 40 can't really pick up the boats and start pedaling with some power.
I see a lot of talk. This is just from people on Twitter, just probably hardcore Canucks fans flirting with the idea, but a lot of people are they look at Pettersson's contract and this is screaming buyout, buy him out.
Well, what have you seen from Pettersson you watch Canucks games,
I'll be honest,
more intensely than I do.
Guys, on the record right now, I fucking hate the Canucks right now. I'm a shitty Canucks fan. I'm fully on the Blue Jays bandwagon. I'm the Blue Jays is taking priority over our hockey for me right now.
Okay.
I dabble with watching the Canucks games, but I'm watching the Canucks game last night against Nashville. I actually took a picture on my phone here. It's like the first period, 6 minutes left in the game, and how many shots did they have on net? Where's the fucking picture of the screen here? First period, 5:36 left in the period. They have 2 shots on net. That is the type of Canucks hockey that we have to watch, is these low fucking shot opportunities. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
And they probably had 3 power plays
In the first period?
in the first period, and they had 2 shots on net. I don't even know. They probably didn't even get shots on net on the period.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse because at a certain point it just becomes redundant, but it's heartbreaking when any team does this, but it's even more heartbreaking when it happens to Vancouver, and this is the team that I've loved growing up. When you get so close and you take the Edmonton Oilers, the team that has gone to the Cup final for the past 2 years, you take them to Game 7. And arguably, the 2 most important pieces in that formula that got you there, JT and Coach Tocchet, bounce. Like, how are you going to retool your way back there? You can't. You had the core. You had the pieces. You had the formula, and you blew it up. And now it's gone.
Yeah, I really thought JT Miller was going to retire a Canuck. I thought he was going to retire a Canuck. I got a couple Canucks jerseys. JT Miller's the one guy I got. JT Miller.
And it's not just JT. It's the formula, I think, at least, of JT and Tocchet together. The 1 year of it felt like what was going to be new culture brewing in Vancouver, where it meant something to wear the blue and green. That's what people don't realize. Because everybody says, oh, you can't trade Pettersson. Like, he's younger. He's got way more upside, way more skill, all this, all that. I completely understand that. But what those things, the skill, the high-end skill and all that fancy, sexy stuff doesn't provide is what JT and Tocchet did, which is a culture that is actually...
It's a fuck you culture.
It's a fuck you culture, and it's built up around winning, which is something Vancouver didn't have in their repertoire forever.
No.
And as soon as they both go, I don't know how they're going to get it back. They're not going to retool it back with guys like Reichel, as good as he might be. Like, it's not going to happen. It just sucks.
Do you think maybe Reichel would be? Do you think the way that they acquired him is to dish him off to like make some other sort of trade?
I don't think so. If I'm the Canucks management team, they probably started sweating in their sleep as soon as Heitel took that hit from Wilson, and they needed a replacement right away.
No, I know, but
Reichel
need a center, not a winger.
Well, I understand that, but
I just, like I said, I'm going to go back. We shouldn't fix it on this too long, but I just don't think Max Sasson is going to be the guy that's going to get it done if Heidel's out for the whole year. Like, you need to address the 2C.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think there's really anything this team can do in the near future to get it done at all.
I'll tell you how
the only thing they can get it done is to blow up the entire thing.
Petey, trade Hughes. Honestly, you know what? Don't even trade Petey. Trade Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes deserves to go fucking...
Well, no, they should trade both of them.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to take Petey. I think Petey should...
Oh, there would be a team to take Petey.
I don't think
Vancouver's
so.
Not going to get like what they might have gotten a few years ago, but there's going to be a team that would...
I don't think anyone wants to
Petey.
fucking take that guy. Especially not... They're not going to take his full contract. We're going to have to do classic Vancouver fuckery and retain half his fucking salary for the next...
The point is this. Okay, I said this at the start of the year. If Heitel can stay healthy and rock that second line center position all year long, yeah, maybe Vancouver's okay. They might squeak in, like same pace as far as points go as like a Seattle. But as soon as he gets injured, which was inevitable, and as soon as the reality hits that Pettersson is not going to be performing at the point that he used to be, then this Vancouver team gets fucked over really quick. And it looks like that's happening. And it sucks. I'm not happy about it. I don't enjoy saying it. but it's just the reality. And honestly, let's not waste any more time on this. Let's move on to the next subject, which I'm not even sure if you've seen. I want to hop right over to Maple Leafs talk. Do you know what their record is right now?
I don't know the record, but I know based on what I see on social media, it's not great.
Okay. Well,
the talk isn't great.
The Maple Leafs record right now is 3-3-1. They play the Sabres today.
And the Sabres are hot. The Sabres are hot. They're on a mission.
Did you watch them playing the Kraken?
Was that yesterday?
I had a bet on that game. No, it's a few days ago.
A few days ago?
Yeah. I had a bet on that game. I bet on the Kraken.
Yeah.
I wanted the Kraken to win. But I was worried going into it. The Kraken was like plus 175 going into the game. So underdogs. As they should have been.
Was Joey Decord on shutout watch on that game? Was that this game or not?
I'm not sure if he was on shutout watch, but this is just one minor thing that happened within the game. And I saw it happen. And I was like, that exact thing is why Toronto will never win a cup.
Wait.
B,
is this Buffalo? You're talking about Buffalo Sabres and Seattle Kraken right now?
No, I'm talking about Toronto playing Seattle.
Okay.
Earlier this week.
Okay. Sorry, you said something about Buffalo. You said something about Buffalo.
They play Buffalo tonight. Something happened in that game, though, which made me realize this is exactly why, A, Toronto won't win a cup, at least with this, like, with the core that they have right now, and B, why no team in the league will ever take Toronto seriously as a competitor, just psychologically, like looking at them, going into a game. And I can't speak for players. I'm just assuming here. Mason Marchment is driving the net with the puck. And if we could overlay this right now, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Mason Marchment is driving the net with the puck, and he blows up Stolarz. Blows him up. Like, if you're Marchment, yeah, you're going to drive the net. It's going to happen. I'm not like, if I was a Toronto fan, I would fucking hate it and I'd be upset. If I was on Toronto's team, I'd want to kill him. But he blows him up, driving right to the hoop. You got big Brandon Carlo right there, 6'5", 230, and I'm not sure who the other defenseman was. You'll have the clip overlaying. Stolarz pops back into his net, stands up. Both of his defensemen are right there. And he kind of looks at both of his defensemen like for a split second, like, are you guys gonna do anything about this? That's what it felt like his, like, what he was looking for.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything. They're just standing there. And he just starts, like, he just kind of explodes internally. But that is so fucking pussy.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't let that happen.
Who was on the ice?
All that I know, I didn't look into it deep enough. All that I remember seeing.
Was Kristanov on the ice?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Carlo's partner is.
Like
I don't think so, because Carlo's right-handed and Tanev is right-handed as well.
Maybe it was like OEL.
All that I remember,
OEL's on.
The only reason I'm saying Carlo is because he was I saw 25 right on
what
screen.
team is Ekman-Larsson on? Sorry,
He's on Toronto.
He is on Toronto.
He might have been his partner. I'm not sure. But the point is, the goalie gets fucking exploded, blown up.
Yeah.
And Stolarz gives like a quick look. Is anybody going to do anything about this? Like a split second.
Yeah.
And he realizes, no, I'm playing for Toronto. Nobody's going to do anything about this. And that was it. And then he talked about it after. And he said, like, I don't know, there was like some subtle remarks from him. Like, obviously he wasn't happy with it. But I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, well, what's your opinion? What should happen if that happens?
I feel like you should just
What should happen?
fucking sucker the guy that ran the goal.
Yeah. You don't even have to punch him. Just at least tie him up, grab him,
wrestle him to the ground.
Say something to him. Let him know that that's not okay.
Yeah, it's not a good
right?
look. It's not a good look if if your goalie's getting ran and you're just kind of taking it, not doing anything.
No, especially in a tight game like that was. Like
bad optics.
It just the message that gives out to the rest of the league is like,
Honestly, you know what the league needs to do? The league needs a major shift. I think every fucking team that historically is cursed, they need to fucking blow the teams up and they need to shake it up. Like, just blow up Toronto, blow up Vancouver, blow up all these fucking teams.
Well, the irony of the way that this show is started is it's both Vancouver and Toronto that both need. Like, they talk about blue and white disease. Have you ever heard that term?
No.
Blue and white disease. It's like anybody who ever gets traded to Toronto, no matter how much of a gamer or how much of a dog they were, once they arrive in Toronto,
there to die.
They just not even go there to die. They just get soft, and they're just not the same.
Well, the truth is I think it's. I'm not trying to use this as an excuse, but it's like the truth is like the market in Canada, the people, the fans, the passion.
Yeah.
Compared to like, playing in Vegas, no one gives a fuck.
Well, I understand, but it's like if
I just don't think a lot of these people can handle the heat. They can't handle the heat.
But wouldn't that make you more incentivized to like smack somebody in the mouth after they run your goalie?
For a JT Miller guy, yes. For Elias Pettersson, no. Elias Pettersson can't handle the heat.
Well, what about a Brandon Carlo who was just playing in Boston,
you'd
one of the best cultures in the NHL?
Maybe you go there to Toronto and it's like you said, you go there to fucking be a pigeon fuck.
Well, that's just what I don't understand. But let's keep it moving here because this is kind of the bad stuff. I want to get to the good stuff. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams that have started pretty fucking hot that weren't expected to. Pens are 6-2. Let's start there.
Yeah, the Pens, shit.
6-2.
Yeah, it's crazy because a lot of people had them ranked at the bottom.
Bottom of the barrel.
You had them ranked at the bottom.
I probably did. And you know what's funny? Last year, I had them making playoffs. You remember that?
Yeah.
And my reasoning was somehow Sid's going to figure this out. Sid can take a shitty team and he can get them to all buy in and play a certain way and they can sneak into playoffs. That's what I said last year.
Yeah. No, leadership.
They made me look like a fool last year.
Leadership is huge.
But guess what?
Huge.
Exactly what I said last year is what it seems like they're implementing this year.
Yeah.
They're all buying in. They're all playing up.
I mean,
they got a new coach. Have you seen this new coach?
Yeah, he
bald guy.
Doesn't seem like a coach when I look at him. Same with like the San Jose coach.
Well, I've just never seen him before.
But like the San Jose coach, I'm just like, guy doesn't look like a coach.
Well, they're younger fellas.
Yeah.
They're just younger fellas. That's why you say that.
But no, Shilovs. I think, honestly, Shilovs is huge for them. Huge.
Let's see what his save percentage is.
Well, no, because that was a major problem that Pittsburgh had is they didn't have a goal.
Is he their starter?
Like,
Number one
he's
starter?
their guy.
No. Jerry's in two. Jerry's got to be in two.
Jari?
Or Jari.
Jerry.
Yeah. Let's see.
Fucking Jerry.
Silov's played 4 games.
So that's pretty good.
He's got a .919 save percentage.
So that's pretty good.
That's fucking really good.
And I mean, in the Canucks position, back to the Canucks, just because we were talking about it, we won't fixate on this, but I think the Canucks were in a weird position where it's like, okay, yes, you saw what he could do in the playoffs for the Canucks, but then when he played some regular season games, he was kind of wishy-washy.
Jari's got a .921 save percentage.
Yeah, but how many
He's
games
also
has he
played 4 games.
So they're 4-4.
No,
they both
they're
play 4 games? Or
6-2.
No. Sorry, but I just mean like they
6-2, 8 games. They've each played 4 games.
4 games.
Yeah.
And who's got the better win record? Shilovs?
Jari's 4-0.
Jari's 4-0.
Jari's 4-0 with a
you're telling me
9-2-1.
Shilovs is 2-4. Or sorry, 2-2.
And Silov's record. Wait. This can't be right. Hold on, I fucked that up. Shilov's is 3-1 with a .919 save percentage. And Jari. Yeah, sorry, I fucked that up. Jari is 3-1 with a .921 save percentage.
So they have identical records.
Essentially. Jari just has a slight edge on save percentage. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. You got Justin Brazeau out here, who is like a very low-hanging fruit pickup, who's scoring. He's scored almost as many goals in the amount of games he's played. People keep asking Sid, why won't you get traded out of Pittsburgh? Like, why do you keep staying here? Do you know what he keeps saying?
No.
He says that the only reason, basically, I'm not going to take words out of his mouth, but the premise is the reason he wants to stay in Pittsburgh is because he's never won a cup on home ice, ever.
Actually, no.
All the cups he's ever won have always been on away ice. So that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, thinking of him holding the cup.
Yeah, it's always a white jersey.
He's always wearing a white jersey.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I'll always have faith in Sid and that core group of Letang and Malkin and all them. I had them in the top 10 power rankings through week 2. And I said in that video, do I think that they can keep this up all season? Well, logically, no, I don't, because they clearly don't have the core to do it. But
that's hockey, baby.
Exactly. It doesn't really matter. I feel like when you have a captain like Sid, like no matter how much less skilled the depth and core of the team might be, if you're really following suit with your leader, which Sid is obviously inspiring, every single player's game is going to be elevated. And I know a lot of Pittsburgh fans have also been saying that Kindle and Brunicky, I think, 2 rookies that they have, are also kind of lighting it up. So I don't know. There's something there in Pittsburgh. What I said in the video was Pittsburgh starting hot is not too surprising because Sid and that leadership core know that in order for them to make playoffs, the most important games for them to win are these ones in the early season when 50% of the league is still sweating out booze and being out of shape from the summer. So these wins mean a lot to them, more than it would to like a Edmonton or a Florida. But I don't know. They could sneak in. It could happen. And I don't, like, honestly, I might even say that I'd rather Pittsburgh make the playoffs than Vancouver.
Yeah, no shit.
Because Pittsburgh might actually be able to make a run. Vancouver makes the playoffs, they're out.
I'm a Canucks fan,
4
but
games.
I have no hope and faith in the Canucks, and I just really want them to fucking to suck.
Let's go on to Montreal. 6-3.
Montreal. So
Take it away.
Holy moly. I mean, hey, they're a really fun team to watch. I do think they're definitely the best looking Canadian team.
They are.
For sure. There's no question. The fucking cons about the Montreal Canadiens, though, is they're fucking wingnut fans. And I think it's awesome.
They're fucked.
But you just can't win.
You guys are fucked.
You just can't win. You just can't win.
So another funny thing about Montreal, though, they are 6-3, which is a great record, a great start.
Are you going to say some shit about the teams they've been playing, though? Like,
no, not even that. But I know for a fact that they could easily be 7-2. They were up on the Rangers 2-0 on home ice, and they allowed the Rangers to come back. And then, I remember, last night, they were beating Edmonton, I think, right? And then Edmonton came back, Caulfield's saying it's the refs or something. So it's just interesting to see, like, obviously these little fuck-ups, like blowing a lead to New York, and I'm assuming they blew a lead to Edmonton. I'm not sure because I didn't did you watch the whole game? I'm assuming they blew a lead, but regardless, Caulfield was saying it was the refs. But, like, with a young team like that, you're going to go through problems like that, but they very easily could be 6-3 right now. They very easily could be 8-1.
They could be
9-0. Well, I'm not sure what that first one was, but I watched the New York game, and they were up on New York early, 2-0, dominating them.
Yeah.
2-0. And then they came back and won.
No, I
didn't watch the Edmonton game. I'm not sure what happened, but I
think Cole Caulfield
8-1 is in that conversation. They could be there, but that's expected with a young team like that.
Yeah.
So
no, I think Cole Caulfield's gonna have his best year for sure.
He is. Suzuki is doing exactly what he does.
No, and the thing I like about that team is if you look at their contracts, like Lane Hudson signing a fucking eight.
Yeah.
8x8.
Yeah.
Or 7.5x8. It was something good. Or no,
8.
What was like Lacombe and Hughes?
Lacombe was 9.
Yeah, so he signed $1 million cheaper.
Yeah.
And like Hudson, that's a fucking steal for that many years.
It sure is. And like, I don't know. Montreal is going to be good. Like there's nothing to worry about for Montreal fans. The only thing that you got to worry about and expect is
They just got
not completing, like not playing full hockey games in a complete way, which is expected when you have a young ass
they'll
team.
learn. They're gonna learn.
Exactly.
They're gonna learn, and
Yeah.
they'll figure it out quick.
But you guys got so many juicers on the come up. Like this Kapanen out of nowhere. Like nobody was even expecting that. He's got the most. I think he's tied for the most goals among.
I remember
all
when we
rookies.
were doing a podcast in the summertime, and we were looking at the daily face-off lineups, and
We didn't even know who Kapanen was.
we thought Kapanen was fucking Kapanen on the Oilers.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
All in all, I think Montreal has nothing to worry about. But let's keep this humming here. Devils are 6-1. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, fuck.
What the fuck?
I was bullish on them in the playoffs. I looked like a fucking idiot on the playoff podcast, and we were talking about first round fucking things.
Yeah, that was last year though.
That was stupid. I don't know. I saw a clip this morning on Spittin' Chicklets of Pasha talking about Jack Hughes being a top 10 player in the league and being better than Sidney Crosby.
That's what Pasha said?
That's what Pasha said.
Better than Sid.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Because I'll tell you right now,
That
Wit and Biz were not.
that statement I cannot condone in any sense of the word. It also depends on what context you're saying it. Like, are you saying
No, he's saying it.
Are you saying overall from a stats perspective, like throughout the regular season?
Okay, he said
Jack
this.
Hughes
Okay,
might be
I'm
more
gonna
likely to put
ask
up more points than
I'm
Sid?
gonna ask.
Sure.
I'll ask you
I
the
might
question.
be able to roll with that.
I'll ask you the question.
If you're asking me who do I
Who's
want
better today, right now, Jack Hughes or Sidney Crosby?
in a one-game scenario, if I can pick one or the other,
Yeah.
like Jack Hughes is playing against Sid,
Sure.
their teams are facing off,
Sure.
I'm taking Sid every day.
No shit.
I'm taking Sid over McDavid in a one-game scenario. If it's one game to win, I'm taking Sid, and I'll do it till he's out.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad. It's not a bad choice.
Sometimes
I will say though, McDavid did earn some respect for me in the Four Nations.
of course,
Like
yeah.
that's a fucking big moment. I would say that's almost not like Sidney
Look,
Crosby
when I-
2010 moment, but
when
it's
I
like
say
it's
that,
up there.
that's not a disrespect to Connor, and I don't think he would take it that way. It's a respect thing to Sid. I genuinely don't think there's a better forward to have on the ice with 1 minute left in a game when you need to win it and a face-off's about to happen in the offensive zone. I'm going to pick Sid over anybody else.
Yeah, fair.
I just will. It's not a question. But to get back to New Jersey here, 6-1. Quite the fucking start. Was not something I was expecting. But I will say this, and I've been saying it for a few years. This D-core,
Yeah, you have been super fired up on this decor.
doesn't take a genius. If you look at the D-core, what their top 6, 7 defensemen, what they have,
No,
they
it's
should have been
nice.
they should have been legit contenders for the last few years.
Yeah, but you got to think 2 of those players are rookie or not rookies, but they're like young.
You're referring to Hughes and
Nemec?
Nemec?
Yeah,
Well, Bud, look.
like Nemec really hasn't
Bud, listen.
done shit.
I know, but it's not just Hughes and Nemec. Like, let me read
I
you
know,
off.
I know.
Let me read you off this decor. Because it actually,
Brennan Dillon.
Brennan Dillon, Dougie Hamilton, Siegenthaler. Hold on, I'll tell you the whole thing here. But, oh, for fuck's sakes, this guy. Okay. Oh. Hughes Pesci, Siegenthaler Hamilton, Dylan Nemec. That on paper,
Is Hughes injured?
Hughes is on the first D pair. Hughes Pesci.
Sorry, Hughes Pesci.
Hughes Pesci, one of the best offensive defensemen in the league, with one of the best defensive defensemen in the league. Siegenthaler, in the mix for one of the best defensive guys in the league, with Dougie Hamilton in the mix for one of the best offensive defensemen in the league. Brendan Dillon, not necessarily in the mix for one of the best defensive defensemen in the league, but he is a fucking good defensive defenseman. With Simon Nemec, second overall pick,
Yeah.
should be one of the best offensive defensemen in the league eventually, if he reaches his potential. But that 6 right there on paper, what that should be is that should be one of the best decors in the NHL. So the question I keep asking myself every year when they lose in the first round or they underperform in regular season is what's the problem here? Because that decor might actually be the best on paper. On paper, that might be the best.
Is it goaltending? Is it Markstrom and who the fuck's the other guy? I don't know.
I think...
Is it Jacob Markstrom, though? I mean, Markstrom's a solid
Well,
goalie.
I'll tell you what I
don't
think it is. I think that they lack that one guy up front that really drives the whole engine, because you need that to actually be a real contender. And that's what Jack Hughes is supposed to be. And it looks like he's off to a good start, and it looks like he might become that this year.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen it.
Are you saying more grit? More of a gritty player? Or, like, are you saying, you know?
I'm saying, like, when you need a goal, he's going to go out and fucking get a goal. And if it's not going to be him scoring, he's going to be making a play that makes it happen.
Yeah.
The sort of thing that Sid would do. You know what I mean? That's what you need from your Jack Hughes. That's what Hughes needs to be. And he's off to a good start. I like his style. But the New Jersey on-paper roster needs, and I said this again in a video, they need a lot more than a hot start. They need to prove to the league that they are a real contender, because on paper, they should have been for the last few years.
Yeah.
And they've fallen short of that.
Okay, we're back. The geriatric just came back from his piss break. Let's fucking go.
Okay, hold on. On to the next. Utah 5-2. What the fuck? Utah 5-2.
Hey, it's the new logo. The new logo. They're all fired up.
Well, I don't like the jerseys, but you know what I do like? Nick Schmaltz.
I honestly like their jerseys. The logo has been growing on me.
Their jerseys suck.
I think they're sick.
Some of the worst in the league.
I think they're one of the best in the league.
Two Plain Jane. I could have made them on NHL.
I think they're beautiful.
Nick Schmaltz. You know anything about this kid's game?
Yeah, he's not a kid. Can we stop calling fucking grown men kids, man?
It's just a knack. It's just a
what?
knack.
I think
for the
he's
words.
what? Is he 29?
He's older than me. Yeah. He's old. He's like 3 years older than me. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But he's fucking good. He's
Yeah.
shifty. He's slick.
He.
I don't think they're going to make playoffs, but I like the start.
To be honest, I could see them making the playoffs this year because of who do you think? Like, the Canucks right now, I don't think are going to make the playoffs if they don't really drastically
Canucks
change
are
their
not
lineup.
making playoffs, yeah.
Like, Calgary's definitely not making the playoffs. They're like the front runner for Gavin McKenna.
Yeah.
So I think based on these teams not making it, I think Utah has a very strong chance of replacing those guys.
Well, look, you could argue that they have decent depth and like there's something there.
Because I mean, fuck, who actually?
They might make playoffs, but like
They're a wild card team. They're a wild card team.
yeah, like again, like I apologize to Utah fans. I've watched one game, and the one game I watched was Utah versus Boston, and I took Boston money line, $100 on the ticket, and I got fucked thanks to Nick Schmaltz zipping around the offensive zone like Barzal does, like ripping around the whole perimeter.
Like Demidov.
Similar to Demidov too.
Kaprizov.
Similar, yeah, exactly. And then
Skating circle.
what happens is you got a D-man tracking Schmaltz, and he'll cross with another guy, and the D-men get mixed up. Schmaltz has an open lane, feeds his boy. That was the game-winning goal.
Yeah.
So I don't have much to say about Utah, but they're 5-2. So I wanted to mention that the Hawks are 4-2.
Yeah, I think the Hawks.
4-2.
I think the Hawks.
Can they make the playoffs?
If
4-2.
they can make the playoffs, that's awesome for them. But I just don't think.
4-2.
I just don't think. I mean, but yeah, it's so tough to talk about the
I'll tell you this.
futures of these teams.
They have a Demko level goalie.
Spencer Knight.
Yeah. Easy. They have a Demko level goalie.
I wouldn't put Spencer Knight on Demko level yet.
Oh, he will be.
Yeah, I would hope so. He seems
will
like
be.
a great guy.
He will be.
But
Just give me a yes or no. Are Hawks making playoffs?
No,
That means they're going to have to beat out.
they're not making the playoffs.
Well, what's the Central? Dallas, Colorado.
It doesn't matter. Like, they could technically squeak in. Like, 2 Central teams could lock up the wild card spots, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, you can have 5.
Yeah.
The top 5 in the Central can
Yeah.
make it. So you're saying the Hawks can't finish 5th in the Central?
I'm saying they could. Here's a question for you.
Minnesota's started shit.
Okay, here's a question. You still think the fucking Anaheim Ducks are making the playoffs?
Easy lock.
Yeah.
Easy lock.
Really?
That's
What's their
easy.
record?
That's an easier lock than they're 4-2. That's an
4-2?
easier lock than the. Fuck. What are they, second in the Pacific right now?
The Ducks.
I think it's Kraken Ducks.
The Ducks
I think it's
are
Kraken.
1 and 2.
I think it's Kraken Ducks. Hold on. Let me look.
That's fucked up.
Obviously won't be like that at the end, but like I could easily see Ducks 4th, Kraken 5th, Vegas 1, Edmonton 2. Who would that 3 spot be?
The Canucks. I'm just kidding.
That's not happening. Hold on. You know what? Things might get so fucked up in the Pacific Division that it is exactly what I thought. Yeah, dude, because the Kings aren't doing well either. It's Knights 1, Kraken 2, Ducks 3, Oilers 4. That's the top 4.
We forgot about the Knights. We forgot about the Knights.
Yeah, we forgot about the Knights, and we also forgot about LA. But I think LA and Vancouver are write-offs. I think Knights, Kraken, Ducks, Oilers, I think that will be the top 4. Unless the Kings can figure it out.
I think the Oilers are personally going to continue to struggle. I know they won last night in overtime, but
but even if they continue to struggle, there's no way they're falling out of that top 4 in the Pacific. That's not going to happen. It's not. Not a fucking chance.
Okay, there's 2 things I want to see happen.
That would mean they need to have a worse record
1,
than the Canucks and the Kings.
There's 2 things I want to see happen. Number 1, I want to see the Canucks not make the playoffs, and I want to see them suck, and I want to see them trade Quinn Hughes.
Okay.
That's the first thing I want to see. Number 2, I want to see the fucking Oilers not make the playoffs.
That's not going to happen.
Just so we can see McDavid fucking fired up and pissed off, and he fucks off at Edmonton.
Do you think that's going to happen? Or you just want that to happen?
I want that to happen.
That's not ever going to happen. There's no way. They start like shit every year.
I know this is different though. They have like a completely different team.
No.
They have rookies that have filled in for these older guys' roles.
What is this, amateur hour? Edmonton starts like shit every year. They're going to be fine. They'll light it up. They'll probably end up finishing 2nd in the Pacific. It'll probably be Vegas, Edmonton, Ducks, Kraken.
I don't know.
Okay, we're moving on.
I don't know about the Oilers.
We're moving on. We're going to... Well, first of all, you didn't say, are the Hawks going to make the playoffs?
I said no. No, they're not making
You said
the playoffs.
no?
No.
I say yes.
Yeah, okay.
Detroit's 5-3. They were 5-1 up until this week.
Yeah.
They lost to the Islanders 7-2.
Yeah.
Got shit pounced.
Yeah.
Who else they lose to this week? Do you know?
Some sort of Eastern team. Are they on the road right now, I think?
Hold on, we'll see. Shit pumped by the Islanders 7-2, and they lost.
Are they on the road or is it at home? Did they play the Rangers? Did they lose to the Rangers or some shit?
They lost to the Sabres.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're on a hot streak, 4-2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a bit of a believer in Detroit. I think if you can get Chariot off your first D pair with Cider, I'm not sure how much cap space they have, but if they can get a good number 1, acquire somebody at the deadline.
Quinn Hughes.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. They'd win a cup if they got him.
Apparently they really wanted him, didn't
He's
they?
from Michigan.
No, he's from Florida.
Or, sorry, he played university hockey in Michigan. But
honestly, hey, actually, fuck, I just saw a thing that Patrick Kane, did you see that thing? The Patrick Kane thing that Patrick Kane was really trying to get Chicago to draft Quinn Hughes.
yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got fucking Patty Kane in Detroit. Honestly, ship off Hughes to Detroit. That'd be sick.
Yeah, but
Can they do it?
like
Probably
who
not.
are they gonna? Who's Van gonna get back? Sandy and Pelika? They're not gonna trade him. They better not trade him because he's one of their most special fucking guys. He's playing their pair 2 right side right now, and he's sick. But I'm just saying in general, like for Wings fans, if you guys can acquire, not even a Quinn Hughes, if you guys can acquire like who's an average left-handed defenseman, like a little above average, like somebody to play with Sider,
You want like a small shifty guy to feed him?
like a Goss Despair-esque type guy.
What about like Sam Girard?
Yeah, like a Sam Girard type guy. Somebody to play with Sider on D pair 1 that really puts that blue line together. Yeah. I'm not even saying that you have to trade Chariot. I just don't think he should be your pair 1 D man to be a real cup contender. But you guys are close. We're moving on again because we got to fly through here. Okay, we're going right to Tampa. They're 1-4-2. What the fuck's going on with Tampa?
Yeah, Tampa. I don't know. I saw some
Seriously,
some
what's
sort
going
of
on?
video about someone saying when is the time for John Cooper to be fired if they continue at this.
Yeah, well, they're not going to fire Cooper. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think firing John Cooper would be completely.
Well, what do you think the problem is? 1-4-2 for Tampa. They have a stacked roster.
What do I think the problem is? To be honest, I think the problem was trading fucking Steven Stamkos.
Yeah, but they did.
And I think
They
even
were
Steven-
fine last year. Why were they okay last year?
But were they fine last year?
They were high up in the standings last year.
Yeah, but they first round knockout.
Yeah.
So are they fine? It's like,
Well,
I don't
dude,
I personally think
read this
Steven
lineup.
Stamkos,
Imagine if this was the Canucks' lineup, okay? Gensel, Point, Kucherov, Hagel, Sorelli, Goncalves, Bjorkstrand, Yanni Gork, Holmberg, Douglas, James, Chaffee. Don't know what the fuck that fourth line is, but that top 9 is unbelievable.
Can you say the line 2, please?
Hagel, Sorelli, Goncalves.
Yeah,
Goncalves is sick.
that's the problem.
You don't know who he is, but he's sick.
I just think that's the problem.
What? The second
The
line?
drop off on the second line.
That's better than
No
the
shit,
Canucks'
anything's better
second
than the
line.
Canucks.
That's better
Anything's
than
better than
Chicago's second
No
line.
shit, but
that's
Tampa
better
Bay's
than
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay isn't Chicago.
Why is Chicago 4-2 and these guys are 1-4? That's what I'm asking you.
Because they maybe bought in to the system that they're trying to play. Maybe they're not bought into the system that John Cooper's trying to fucking push right now. I don't fucking know.
What system is Hagel and Sorelli not buying into?
I'm not
They
saying
just
those
won a
two
gold
guys.
Canada.
No, I don't think it's the problem with those two guys in specific.
I'm just saying, there's something going on here.
Yeah, so then maybe it's the bottom 6.
On to D. Again. Stacked. Hedman. Moser. McDonough. Chernak. Lilleberg. Radish.
Yeah, but
That's a solid top
McDonough's
6.
sick, but he's an older guy now. Like, these guys are getting older. They definitely have a little bit of an older.
There's no way
team.
you're going to win this argument trying to talk down this roster.
I'm not
this
trying to talk down the roster.
Is the bee's knees.
I'm not
There's
trying to
something
talk down,
else going on
I'm not
here.
trying to talk down the roster, but
What some people have been saying, which kind of alludes to your point, was Hedman isn't a captain. Stamkos was the only captain.
yeah.
And apparently that might be the issue. Apparently.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard some whisperings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the Vancouver situation.
Yeah.
JT wasn't the captain.
But see, I
But
don't know. I personally think
If you blow up
them
one of the
taking
most important guys.
them taking Gensel over Stamkos, I think was the fucking dagger.
Yeah. Well, it's the on paper correct thing to do, but
That was the dagger.
you can't really calculate what that does
Because
to your
it's
core.
super nice to get Jake Gensel, but
Well, I don't know. I just
in a perfect world, guess what? What if Jake Gensel was still in fucking Pittsburgh?
why
right
don't
now?
you make a prediction?
What if fucking
Yeah,
Steven
that'd be sick.
Tamkos was still in Tampa right now?
Yeah, those are good.
You know what I mean?
questions.
Like-
yeah.
The NHL would be a better place.
Well,
with
let me
those
ask you
two
this.
guys on those teams.
Is this team going to make playoffs?
I mean, you'd
They're
fucking
1 and
sure,
4
you'd
right
sure
now.
hope so. But
I want your prediction. We're going to
I don't want them. I don't want them to make playoffs.
I don't want what you want. I want what you think. Do you think they will?
They're missing playoffs.
You think they're missing playoffs?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're moving on. We're gonna end with that.
What
Okay.
about you?
good.
What about you? You didn't answer your.
No, they're making playoffs, but it's Tampa Bay. They're gonna make playoffs. They're gonna figure it out.
No.
And they better not fire John Cooper.
Dude,
either.
they're gonna fall. They're gonna get Gavin McKenna. Gavin McKenna, Nikita Kucherov.
That would be fucked. Okay, we're getting right to the end segments here, so I'm gonna have you pull up the Instagram questions that people will ask. And before we get into that, I want to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart. I'm not sure how close it is to yours, but it kind of bugs me. And people might call me a boomer for it. I'm not sure how people will feel about it, but the fact that players don't have to wear suits anymore. What do you think about that? And I don't want my opinion to persuade you. I just want your opinion.
I mean, when we played hockey when we were younger, and you played high-level hockey, I thought that was the one cool thing that separated
any level of
hockey.
rep. Any level of rep.
If you played high-level hockey,
A3, A4.
you got to wear a fucking dress clothes
Yeah.
or a suit. Not a suit, but like you got to wear dress clothes.
A shirt, a tie, dress shoes.
And in terms of like other sports, there's not many other sports that have that sort of culture. where
Growing
you're-
up, hockey players were the only ones
Yeah.
that did that. I played football. I played
you
lacrosse.
don't have
They
soccer
didn't do that.
You don't have soccer players pulling up to the field
Yeah.
dressed up.
No.
Same thing. Maybe with lacrosse, like I didn't play.
No, I played lacrosse.
But
Well,
they used to wear like maybe golf.
I stopped
shirts.
playing lacrosse when I was like 14, so I don't know.
But I
yeah,
think
they
they
did.
would
They
wear
did wear golf
golf
shirts.
shirts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
their
Like
team
golf
golf
shirts.
shirts,
Yeah.
But no, I personally think I think I've seen some shit about it. I think it's the wrong move because now you're gonna have the guys like Austin Matthews, those motherfuckers abusing it, wearing crazy shit.
Yeah. Do you think that makes us boomers for saying that?
The funny thing is we're pretty young.
I know.
Guys.
I know. But like people I see online, because like, I don't know, I've seen other social media pages comment or make posts about it. And like people will be commenting, "Oh, you fucking boomer, like this is the new world," and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. To me, one of my most favorite parts of getting ready for a game would be putting on my suit and like the whole process of just getting ready. I don't know if I could go into a game, just for me, I don't know if it would be the same showing up in jeans and a fucking...
Well, I just don't really
know.
fuck
Like,
with the kind of the half-in bullshit of like wearing a suit and then wearing like some crazy fucking shoes, like some sneakers.
Well, that's been happening for a while, though.
That's been
Like,
happening
guys
for a while,
have been
yeah.
doing that for a while.
I just mean,
Yeah.
I think you should just wear some fucking dress shoes, you know? blah,
I don't
blah,
know.
blah.
I don't know. It's just...
So you would say, I think we're both on the same page here. Wrong call from the
Yeah,
NHL.
and like, look, I'm not gonna tell a guy what to do. Like, they made the NHL; they can do whatever the fuck they want. But it's just, I thought it was really cool that the NHL was the one league where you show up and you're wearing a full suit and you're showing up like a businessman. I don't know. I thought it was cool, and one of the coolest parts about it was that no other league required it. It was like our thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just the NHL. It expanded across all high levels of junior hockey, all high levels of minor hockey. That was what you did, at least in Canada. I'm not sure if they did it in the States.
No, I feel like it's a
Do
pretty...
you think they did that in the
like,
States too?
Pretty...
All that I know is any high level of minor hockey in Canada, any high level of junior hockey in Canada, all the way up to any pro league, you wear a suit to the game. And it was kind of like a tradition that's been around forever. And the other thing I thought was so cool about it was hockey's like the craziest sport where you get the sickest puppies possible playing in the most wild game possible, but they show up looking the most professional out of any other athletes. Like, these other guys show up to go bounce a ball on the ground and throw it in a hoop. Sure. Show up in shorts and whatever, Gucci flip-flops, whatever you want to wear. But hockey, you're coming to play a savage game. You can die in a hockey game, especially in the NHL, because in minor hockey and some levels of junior, you're wearing a neck guard. You take a skate to the neck, you're going to die probably. And even if that doesn't happen, it's the most savage sport on the planet. I don't really need to explain it.
Yeah.
If you're watching this far into the podcast, you already know that. And I thought that wearing a suit was one of the coolest parts about the game.
No, yeah, same.
And the fact that it's gone, it sucks to me. It's not
100%.
I don't know. I think old hockey players, like all of the greats of the past.
Well, I know Don Cherry. Don Cherry would be fucking choked right now.
Cherry would be pissed. But I'm not even saying Cherry. I'm even saying like
the greats.
even like Gretzky
Yeah.
and Lemieux and like all these guys that are still around. Like they probably, I don't know. I think it's a little disrespectful, in my opinion, to the culture of the game. But whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the questions. Let's get
Q&A.
the fuck out of here.
So there's not a whole lot of good questions. I'm just gonna fire off the good ones here. But
We can't do that many, so just pick
no.
a few.
So here. I'm just gonna ask these for you.
Okay.
If you were a pro hockey player, who would you want to play with, and on what team?
Great question. Wow, what a good question. Current?
Current.
If I was a pro hockey player, who would I want to play with and on what team? Okay. Well, based off of who I was when I was a player, I wasn't much of a sniper. I was more of like a two-way guy, and I like to think of myself as a pretty good playmaker. So I would want to play with a guy like
Kuja's a pass first type of guy.
100%.
If there's an empty net, he's still gonna fucking pass it.
I was a playmaker. I would probably choose. I'll choose who I would want to play with and who I would actually work good with. Who I would work good with would be a guy like Pinto, because Pinto scores,
Yeah.
and he kind of has that two-way side to his
Yeah.
game where he's like he's more of a second line guy, which
Yeah.
I would be as well. So I would like to play with Pinto because I could feed him the puck and he could score. Who would I love to play with? Would be JT and Jonathan Toews. That would be my dream line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT, Jonathan Toews.
What about you?
I don't know, man. I'm fucking got
Teddy
torn
Bluger?
ACLs and shit. Yeah, I'll play on the fourth line with Sherwood and Bluger.
Sherwood would actually be another fun line mate. That would be a fun line mate. Connor Garland.
Yeah.
No, I changed my answer. Connor Garland.
Connor Garland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another question. This is a personal question for you.
Okay.
Why are you the way you are?
Who asked that? Somebody who knows me?
Logan_Johnson.07.
So this is a random person who asked me that.
Yeah.
Why am I the way I am?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know, bud. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I guess just the way I was raised and the experiences that I've had. That's why you are the way you are too, bud. So
All right, another one. Rapid. Is Schaefer making the Olympic team?
I think he has a really good shot.
Yeah.
If he's going to make that team, he's going to have to beat out.
Sanheim?
Well, Devin Toews is a lock.
Sanheim was in there.
I think Devin Toews and Thomas Harley are locks on the left side. I
Well,
think
who
it's Shea Theodore.
Shea Theodore got
Yeah.
injured, yeah.
So it's Devin Toews, Thomas Harley, Shea Theodore, and I think Schaefer is right there in that mix for the left side.
The thing I like about
So-
Schaefer is that
Another thing about Theodore, though, he can also play the right side. So
the thing I like about Schaefer is you can tell he's gonna be in the same category as like the Lane Hudsons, Hughes, McCarr,
yeah,
like those impact offensive defensemen.
yeah.
But he's he's bigger than those guys.
Well, yeah, he's 6'2", which
Yeah.
is really nice. Yeah, he's got the offensive
has
attributes and instincts of
He's got
those
the build.
fellas,
He's got the build.
but he might actually turn out to be more of a powerhouse defensively than them, and
Yeah.
also have that same upside offensively, which is super fucking dangerous.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got a few more months to
Knowing Team Canada though and how they structure things, my assumption would be he probably doesn't make it. But I think he would be super useful on that roster, at least as like a seventh man extra.
Well, I'll be honest. If he continues at the rate he's going,
well, yeah.
It's
If
not
he's
out of the-
a,
it's
if
not
he's
out of
a
the
point a
picture.
game by February,
that's not out of the picture to be like, okay, Schaefer, just come to Italy. You might not be playing, but like if we find the opportunity to get you in the mix in a couple shit games against fucking Team Italy or I don't know what their group is.
yeah.
Maybe he just gets his feet wet a little bit in there, but
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
another here. We'll do 2 more questions. How many times have you said fuck? This is just a question for me to find another question. So
Holy fuck. I say it every day. I don't know. I say it a lot, guys. It's one of my favorite words.
there's a couple questions that we've already answered. I mean, we talked about this here. I'll ask. This will be the last question we go off right now.
Okay.
Because we don't talk about this a lot. The top 5. Let's rank the top 5 goalies in the league. This is how we're going to end it off right here. Top 5 goalies in the league right
This is something I'm bad at because never paid much attention to goalies. But, well, I will say this. I think this isn't like, it's kind of relevant to the question, but I will say this. Wolf on Calgary
Dude,
is getting hung out to dry.
Yeah, he's getting hung out.
And he's playing good.
You can't put him in the top 5.
I know, I'm not, but I'm just saying he has a shit save percentage, but he's getting hung out to dry. He's playing good hockey. His team just sucks in front of him.
I'll tell you right now. The top 5
I have my
goalies,
top 2 right now.
Like, I don't care what.
Do you
where
want my
they're
top
at.
2?
I'm going to go top 2 right now.
Okay, let's
I'll
hear
give mine.
yours.
It's Shesterkin
Okay.
and Vasilevsky.
Okay. Shesterkin and Knight.
Those are your top 2.
Vasilevsky's 1 and 4, bud.
Yeah, but it's
That matters to
Vasilevsky.
me.
That's not him.
Shesterkin and Knight have 2 of the top save percentages in the game right now.
Okay, fine.
The
then
only
I'm gonna
reason
go-
Chicago's 4 and 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Then I'll be a homer. I'll go Shesterkin, Demko,
That's better than Vasilevsky right now, in my opinion.
because Demko is making these fucking flashy saves.
Wedgwood was playing unreal,
You got yanked,
but his
last night.
save percentage went to hell last night. Who were they playing? Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, hey, great jersey matchup. That was a. It's cool to watch a game when they're both wearing those nice jerseys.
Yeah.
Sick.
I don't know. I'll have to do some D&D or some due diligence. I got one of the TFS followers actually gave me his top 5 for the goalies. He wants us to make a video about it, so we'll probably do that. But my 2 favorite goalies right now, I can't give you a top 5. It's Shesterkin and Knight and Demko. I think they're the 3 most impressive right now. Let's get off this though. Let's
All right, well,
pack
hey.
this up.
That's a fucking wrap. Episode, what is this, number 4 or 5?
I don't know. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
But we're going to keep doing this, guys. These videos get not a lot of views at all. If you actually watched this entire show
You're a fucking beauty.
to the end, can you comment just so I can see who actually watches these things to the end? Because nobody really watches these.
Honestly, who knows? Maybe we'll start doing a thing where we'll do a giveaway for all the people that comment.
That just watch to the end.
Yeah.
And
Here,
know
how about this?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
say
a good idea.
let's see a secret word.
Okay.
Secret word.
Oh, I got a good idea right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
So this is the one piece of content that gets the lowest amount of views across everything we do. So how about this? If you drop, what should the word be?
Let's think of a funny word. Funny word, or should we just do something?
I don't care.
a bit
Just
serious?
any word you're thinking of.
Banana.
Okay. If you drop,
Okay, wait, hold on. Before you guys, that was a bit sus thinking about bananas. I've just been eating bananas recently.
what's wrong with that?
I don't know. Maybe these motherfuckers think it's weird.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Okay, well,
I think
drop
it's fine.
banana. Drop banana.
If you drop banana in the comment section, we will send you a hat.
Sure, we'll send you.
How about that?
Well, no, not everyone. Randomly, we will select.
Well, it depends how many people drop the bananas because we don't have very many. When we did the original 6 drop, we reserved like a handful just
Okay,
for
with this,
us
how about this?
to have.
No, let's reframe this. The first 5 people to comment.
First 5.
The first 5 people to comment banana.
Might not even be 5 people that do it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But the first 5 people to comment banana,
We'll get a free hat.
we'll see what we got left in
Do
stock.
we have all of them?
No. We'll see what we got left in stock.
Okay.
We'll talk to you guys personally, and we'll send you a hat. If you
We
drop
reserved a handful, so we'll just see. But if you comment banana in the comment section, we will send you a free hat. Yeah. So if you comment banana, we're just gonna have to reach out to you, and then you'll have to send us your mailing address, and we'll send you a hat from the original 6 drop for free.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching to the end. If you have, I mean, this is honestly I don't know how you feel, but this is my most favorite thing to do with everything that we do with TFS.
fine.
So yeah, we'll see you next week. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Awesome. Peace out.